Mom, I'm not having sex.
Oh, thank God! Oh, you're way too young. And guys are really bad at it in the beginning anyway. Not that I want you to be with the older guy. Stop talking! Stop talking!
Oh my goodness.
I love that show!
We're back on the Zoom with actress Isabella Gomez from Netflix's One Day at a Time. Bienvenida, mi amor.
Bienvenida.
Yes. ¿Tú sabes lo que hacemos cuando nos sentamos aquí? You got it, baby. She learned already. 1, 2, 3.
Wow. Okay.
Wait, no, as the Cuban on the thing, can I ask a question about
ask,
the
of course.
show? What was the dynamic that you guys talked about as far as, okay, this is a certain kind of culture, and we're placing them in a place that they're not usually associated with?
Well, Gloria Calderon-Kellett, who is one of our showrunners, along with Mike Royce, she's Cuban, and her parents actually got flown out here with Misión Pedro Pan, and she was telling us how Miami got really full really fast, and so they started sending Cubans out to other places, like Los Angeles. And so it's not the first place that people think, but it's actually the third most populated when it's Cubans.
Wow.
Well, Glendale has, whenever I go to Portos in Glendale, I see all these little abuelitas. And for people that don't know what Pedro Pan was, when they were flying kids after the Communist Revolution, they were sending the kids on this thing called the Peter Pan, the Pedro Pan, and they would stay with foster homes here in the United States.
Yes, we have a whole episode about it.
Wow. Get educated, everybody.
Yeah, but so she was the one that really brought the culture, and she is a Cuban American that has lived in LA. She actually was born in San Diego.
She was here.
And you guys know her. And so she was the one that really had like the dynamic and all of that. And Portos is mentioned in the show.
Nice.
And yeah.
Awesome.
So the show, I absolutely love it. I went to the screening. I was there with Dennis, actually. And then, well, not only about the culture and stuff, it's funny as hell, but also, what is it to you to be working next to someone so amazing like Rita Moreno, which, oh my God, I admire her so much. And then Justina Machado, who she's amazing, clearly. I mean, she's doing great on the show. But what has it been for you as an actress to work with these two amazing women on your early career?
It's incredible. And also, Gloria, there's so much women power on this show.
Totally.
But it's amazing because their careers, if you look at their IMDb's, they've done everything.
my gosh, yes.
Ever. I mean, Rita's an EGOT, so she's won every award possible ever.
Rita is a pioneer of the Latin woman in Hollywood. I
She
mean,
hasn't
really.
won the Zoo Award yet, by the way, okay?
And an EGOT, for people that don't know what that is?
Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony.
Wow.
Yeah. She's one of 12 people that have done that in the
Wow.
world.
That's amazing.
So you can imagine how much knowledge she has, and not so much even like acting. Obviously, she helps me so much, and her comedic timing is incredible. But little things like, hey, when you're next to Todd, he's gonna cover your light, so make sure you step forward a little bit.
nice.
Or hey,
Those little tricks.
Those little things, and like this is your camera, and that's your best angle, and if the audience is looking at you this way, and it's amazing things that, you know, this is my first big role I would have never thought about. So it's really cool. And Justina, I mean, have we seen the show? She's incredible. She can make you cry and laugh in a second.
Right.
But she also taught me that you can this can be a creative partnership with the writers. You know, when you're this young in the industry, you kind of sit back and nod and do whatever they tell you to do. But she taught me that it's totally okay to go to the writers and be like, hey, let's talk about this scene, let's talk about this line. What am I feeling? I don't feel comfortable with this. And it's really, really freeing.
And did you feel like, did you know what you were getting into? Because your character is lesbian, and sorry if I spoiled it for anybody who hasn't watched it. Did you know that going into the audition? Was that a decision that was made afterwards?
I didn't know going into the audition. I think if you put that on a breakdown, a lot of people would get
back
freaked
down,
out, which I don't get. But I was told after I booked the part, I had a meeting with Mike and Gloria. It's actually kind of funny because I'm Hispanic. My parents come with me everywhere. And so they came with me to this. And, you know,
I'm curious to know what they thought.
Yeah, my dad's right there.
Hi, Dad!
And, you know, especially in the Hispanic culture, the LGBTQ can be a little difficult.
Right.
But I was very, very lucky to be raised in an environment that wasn't that way at all. And so they were like telling me about Elena, and then she's like, and you know, we might play with her sexuality. And I remember I just wrote it down. All right, next.
Okay.
And later on, Gloria told me that they were so scared, and Mike actually backed out. He was the one that was going to tell me, and he decided he wasn't going to do it because my parents were there.
So.
Well,
These are the kind of behind-the-scenes stories I like. That's
I like that, Juice.
I love it, yeah.
But I also read that the character is based on Mike's daughter.
Yes.
Is she, I don't know if this is too personal, but is she lesbian as well?
She's a lesbian.
Okay.
She actually, Mike made sure that it was okay for us to talk about it because
Okay,
she is
good.
a huge inspiration for Elena. But she actually came out right along the same time that they were creating the show, which is why Elena is LGBTQ.
Wow, really? Is she your age, more or less?
She's a little, she's 15, so she's my character's age.
Okay,
Yeah.
she's your character's age. Yeah,
Wait
okay.
a minute, 15. This is funny that you mentioned this number because is it true that you didn't have a quinceañera?
I didn't.
Why?
Well,
¿Por qué?
Papi!
¡Que venga el papá!
It's time right now.
Well, we did.
El culpable.
In Colombia, it's popular that you
Really?
either have like a quince or you have a trip.
Okay.
In
So-
Mexico is the same way. Yeah.
So I had a cruise for my
I
family.
think that's
nice.
better. I'm sorry.
well.
I
I
agree.
don't want to have a
I'm going on the
quinceañera.
cruise, huh?
Yeah. Where did you go? You
Sure,
know,
somewhere in Mexico.
somewhere.
We had several stops. I think it was Mexico, maybe Bahamas. It was too long ago.
The trip is always better. I agree.
Yeah.
I also had a trip as my quinceañera, so I agree with that.
Yeah.
Thank you, papá. Sorry. You know, quédese ahí, no pasa nada.
Isabella, young, successful. Isabella dating anybody right now? How's the love life going? Dad, cover your ears right now.
Isabella's not dating anybody right now.
No, okay. Okay.
So when are we expecting season 2? Because I can't wait to watch it.
We actually go back to work on Monday.
Wow.
Yes. It should be out, God, early 2018.
Oy, a lot
I
of
know.
waiting for us.
But you can come watch a live taping of the show because we
Oh
have
my
a
God,
live
I would
audience.
love
Oh my God, let's
Let's
do
do a
that.
Yes,
second
we must, we must.
For sure.
I would love that.
You just got yourself on
I am
another
such a
episode of The
fan.
Zoo. I know what you're doing. That is so